Hi everyone, welcome to Board Game Heaven. Today I'm going to do an unboxing of the game Space Cadets Away Missions by Stronghold Games. So, pretty big and heavy box. Let's have a look at what is inside. Okay, Space Cadets Away Missions. Let's see what is inside. First of all, we have the rule book, which is rather big. It has all the components explained, overview. So it's a rather big rule book explaining everything in detail, and has all the images of the game components to make it clearer. Reference list, all the items, and an overview of the game turn. So that's that. Then you have the scenario booklet, which is also rather big. Lots of pages with all the scenarios. I'm just gonna flip through this quickly, not to spoil anything. There's 44 pages, so a rather hefty scenario booklet. Then there's the tiles that come with the game. Very nicely made room tiles and all these tokens that you get with it. And another one. More rooms. Extra tokens. Even more rooms. There's quite a lot of rooms in this game. So that explains why the box is so heavy, because there's that much cardboard inside. So you can build these huge space stations or spaceships. That was my cat's bell in the background. Still more rooms. Oops, yeah, quite a lot. There goes the first token. Now, there is a sheet with an overkill summary. These kind of sheets are always handy to have during your game, so you don't have to look up everything in the big rule book. And the alien summary and a Rocketeer summary. Very concise, everything fits on one page. And here are the player dashboards. So each of the 6 heroic space cadets have their own color and their own dashboard, with a little bit of story on the back. Backstory. Huh. And there's the cards. This is an extra set of cards I got with the Kickstarter version. These do not come with the retail version of the game. And these are the cards that do come with the retail version. Lots of them. Stronghold also included some zip bags, which is very handy for all those tokens that came with the boards. So that's handy to store them. And finally, the box with all the miniatures. Okay, so first is this tray with all the aliens and the Space Cadets. And this is very cleverly done because it holds all the figures in place. Which is nice, because if you're planning on painting them, you can just put them in the box like this and they won't tumble around in the box and get their paints damaged. So that's quite clever. Here are the Space Cadets, 6 heroes, quite a lot of aliens in different poses. And then there's extra figures. Let's go through the small parts first. Colored bases that go with your Space Cadets. There's some brains in a jar, and you can actually open these. Let's see. You can open them so you can paint the brains and then put the transparent lid on top again. A very nice touch. They're quite small, but yeah, well, obviously in miniature games brains are going to be even smaller. And there's a bag full of creepy alien spiders. Spiders from Mars. And another bag with creepy space slugs, leeches. A bag of these bigger, monstrously looking aliens. Transparent colored cubes that you use for tracking stuff. Big bag full of them. And finally, the dice. I particularly like these dice because, as you can see, they are translucent and they have sparkly stuff inside. They're like disco dice. See? I think that's pretty cool. Okay. That is everything that's inside Space Cadets Away Missions. Let's have a closer look at all the miniatures. So, as you can see, there are 44 of these green alien men. There are 8 of these dark green alien leaders. Of course, the 6 Space Cadets themselves. 7 of these big, huge monster aliens. There are 12 of these space leeches and 20 of the tiny insect spider things. I hope it focuses. There you go. I almost forgot to mention the brain cylinders, of course. 5 of these are in the box, and as I said, you can open them and there is a tiny brain inside which fits under this transparent lid that you also get with the game. Okay, so let's have a look at the cards that you're getting. So there's reference cards for each of the models you have. So there's the brain in the jar, the bugs, the alien leaders, the saucer men, the big sentinel aliens, the space leeches, the thralls, the humans turned slaves, and the war thralls. So you have these cards as a reference for what they can do and how many hit points they have, etc. Then there's the Rocketeer items. Big stack. Let's go through these first. So these are all items that your Rocketeer heroes can use. I'll just go through them real quick. Ray guns, of course, for all of them. Everybody needs a ray gun in space, med pack, first aid kit, mines, atomic rifles. Okay, so those are the Rocketeer items. Then there's a stack of green cards, the Discovery items. Oh, that's not that many. So those are 6. There's a teleporter, a Tantalus projector, a stasis box, a reality inverter, which looks awfully a lot like a D10, a neuronic hyperbolizer, an invisibility device. So those are those items. What do we have next? Dominated by the brain in a jar. Oh, there's more Discovery items I see. Well, let's first see. This is a dominated brain in a jar. Oh boy, glass has been cracked. That's the same for all of them I see. Alright. More Discovery items. Okay. So you can actually free people, I think. This is a bus driver. X-ray goggles. Well, this gives you an idea. These are all very, retro space age movie-like items. And these are all rescued thralls. I'm beginning to wonder if that one bus driver I saw was a Discovery item at all. Strange, but okay. We have a boy here, a scientist, a drill sergeant, a long-lost brother, a hobo, a little girl, a football player. Obviously you'll find football players in space, as well as cowboys, a co-ed girl. Okay, these aliens pick up the strangest people. Alright, that was it. Okay, so that was the unboxing of Space Cadets Away Mission by Stronghold Games. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video and see you next time on Board Game Heaven.